Mother.
Hey everyone.
Hello, Father.
Welcome to
Here we are at Camp Granada.
Welcome to today's video. So today is August 4th. You're seeing this
It's
on
August? No, that explains why it's so bloody hot.
October 4th, and you're seeing this on the 5th. And we have been to the doctor for an appointment. And so we thought we would give you guys kind of an update of what's going on with Sam, because we haven't done one lately. So let's get started and we'll give you that update.
Herman, my head is empty.
They have not. What is wrong with you?
My head is empty. So,
green light, drive.
No.
Yes. The people behind us are getting very angry.
There was no one back there. Yeah.
So, we are continuing to do physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech once a week. PT and OT is 45 minutes, and speech is an hour.
It's broken down into 2 30-minute segments.
Right. The first segment is cognitive thinking, and the second is gag reflex therapy.
Because I have no gag reflex.
Now, y'all, I didn't know this was a thing either. Gag reflex therapy. So after the stroke, Sam's throat does not constrict the way that it's supposed to when swallowing.
I can't swallow properly.
He cannot swallow properly. So literally gag reflex therapy consists of the speech therapist, which this falls under speech, freezing little
Sucker punching me in the face.
freezing these little sponges and keeping them in ice water and like poking him in the back of the throat with them to get him to try to gag. It's the most hilarious thing ever, and I sit there and cackle for a full 30 minutes as she does this. He's not so thrilled that I sit there and cackle for 30 minutes. But you know, hey. So all those are going well. We have...
It sounds like I might be about done with OT. They're going to sign off, it sounds like, at the end of this batch.
So they just renewed his OT appointments to the VA, and we have enough for 1 week, 1 appointment per week through the end of November.
First week of December.
First week of December. So once this batch is done, they are graduating him from occupational therapy, which is great. They've already said that he is further than most
most people return. So
they give him sorry, we just went over train tracks. When we first started over the summer, they gave him a container of Therapedy. It's literally kind of like a harder
Play-Doh.
It's somewhere between Play-Doh and slime. It's the Play-Doh itself is a level 0, and they have these like little like clicks that's like full of hardener that you literally work as at some point they're like, okay, you've mastered this level, we're gonna add some like it makes it like more tension, puts more tension in it. And they break this click of hardener into the putty, and you literally have to rework it through, spend time working through it. Sam has completed all of the clips of hardener into his Therapedy. They're like, we don't typically have people that do that. So that's really good. He is excelling at typing.
I'm over 50 words a minute, but I type a lot every day now, so.
Right, for school. And you're writing, and like they have him doing arm strengthening exercises and things. We will be able to graduate from occupational therapy but right before vacation,
yeah.
Which is something that we'll be able to celebrate while we're on vacation.
From how it appears, though, PT will never graduate.
Right. So I have to say thank you to the VA, because we got to go through what's called community care, because we live so close to a hospital that has occupational therapy, speech therapy, and physical therapy all in the same building. So we, like we did all summer, we just go to St. Luke for everything there in Marion. And working at the school in Marion, when we have his appointment scheduled for 3:15 to 3:30, and they know we may run a couple minutes late, getting out of school, getting there, and that kind of thing. So we get to do that. But physical therapy has said that we have about addressed all of the stroke problems.
Now there's a lot showing through from the MS.
Right. So they said they're like, we don't plan to graduate you from physical therapy. We plan ever. They're like, as long as the VA will keep paying for it, we will keep putting in more referrals. The goal, every 10 visits, we have to do a progress update. Like what is the goals that we're gonna set for the next 10 visits, type of thing. So it's really good. We love them to death. They are just amazing. They do, Tanya, which is one of the therapists, does a therapy, and I call it the horse and driver.
Excuse me.
They literally take a stretchy band and I put it around his waist, and he doesn't have his cane, he's got a belt, and Tanya holds him by the belt, and she'll she gives me signals and I know if she motions left twice, she wants me to go really hard, or she gives me hand signals and tells me how she wants me to do it really fast, so that because her goal is to catch him off balance.
It happens.
And see how well he can recover. And yesterday we actually did it going backwards. So,
I almost did better going backwards than I did forward.
It was kind of funny. And he actually has to hold a 15-pound kettlebell. 20-pound kettlebell.
And I tried to whack at you. I tried to play whack-a-mole this entire time.
Yeah. So that's what's going on there. Today is, like I said, the 4th, and we had an early release from school at 2, but we scheduled Sam's 6-month appointment with the VA for today, so we actually left at noon. We got down there after having lunch and found parking really fast, which is unheard of. Got upstairs to his primary care office and checked in, and his appointment by 2:20-ish, maybe a little before, but we got a lot of things done. You guys know that we have a red tag currently
It's changing from temporary to permanent.
Yeah, permanent. So they gave us the paperwork for the blue tag. The blue tag is permanent. It's good for a year. We just renew it every year. And so we'll renew it every year at probably our October appointment.
Yeah.
And then we just take the paperwork into the courthouse, and they'll I don't know if we have to turn our red ones in or how exactly.
I think so, but
how that'll work.
It's not a big deal.
I know where one of them is. I don't know where the other one is.
I ate it.
No, you probably did.
It was delicious.
So then
It tasted like a Frito chili pie.
they're like, "Oh, did you go do your labs before you came up?" And I'm like, "We're like, what labs? We weren't told anything about labs." She's like, "Yeah, your 6-month appointment labs." And we're like,
Okay. I'll go do them.
She's like, "If you could do them before you leave, that's great." We're like, "Okay, we can do that." So we left primary care, and we went downstairs to the pharmacy, because the pharmacy takes 20 to 30 minutes to fill a prescription. So we went in, did the consultation, then came back up a floor to the first floor, did lab work, and grabbed a drink from the canteen, and the canteen is actually closed. But
the chief in charge of it
was walking in, and
got
I'm
you
like,
a
oh.
drink.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, they're closed. He goes, no, come with me. He's like, what do you want? And I'm like, oh, just one Powerade is fine. He's like, are you sure you both don't want one? And we're like, no, just one is fine. So, and I'm like, okay, who do I pay? He goes, this, go on, have a good day. Well, thank you very much. That does make my day. So, he literally had to like unlock it with his key. It was kind of funny. So from there, we went back to the car and drove down towards the area where we stayed for inpatient when Sam was in the hospital in May, but it's where their physical therapy and occupational therapy office is located. The grippy on Sam's cane had split and come off, and so we were going to see if they would replace it. And one of the brakes on Sam's walker didn't want to lock. So we took it in and showed them. We're like, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll replace that. Not a problem. And one
guy was able to fix it.
Yeah.
And we still got a new one.
Yeah.
So I now have 2 walkers, 2 canes, and
yeah. And these are nice.
2 legs.
You guys know what Sam's walker with the seat looks like, and the guy was
they're nice walkers.
They're really nice.
Stuff like arts and crafts. It's helpful.
Yeah.
I think next year most likely for the pep rally, I'll take mine too.
I think that's a great idea. So the guy goes, well, what's wrong with it? And she's like, well,
it don't lock.
The brake's not working. And he's like, well, I think I can fix it. And she goes, well, that's awesome, but even if you fix it, I'm still getting him a new one. And we're like, can we keep this one? Because Sam's used it a lot because the brake isn't working. He uses it in the house when he's doing things in the kitchen. And she goes,
dishes, cooking, shaving.
Yep, he just kind of rotates it around the house where he needs it. And she goes, yeah, once we've given it to you, it's yours. Whatever it's yours to do with. If it's not, she's like, thank you for offering to, because we weren't sure sometimes with, medical devices, if something goes wrong, you have to turn the defective one in to get a new one. Because I know when they replaced your cane, they took that one.
The other one literally bent.
That's right. That one.
Probably wanted to. They probably had
send
that one in saying, hey,
to check the batch number or something. So, but now Sam has 2 of those walkers, and we wanted to make sure to get that done now, because we don't have another appointment for 6 months, and
we have phone appointments, and we have
other labs.
Yeah, labs, and I technically have my other shot.
Right.
And I have the November appointments, but who knows what all's going to be open that day.
Right.
Me and you and Zaboomba Foo.
Sorry, also dealing with a little bit of a crisis. So, everything happens when you're trying to video, I swear. So,
yeah, but I even grew a 3rd eyeball.
He did. It's crazy.
And a 4th leg.
And I'm growing a little.
Where the 3rd one came from, but I got a 4th leg.
I'm getting a friend over here. So.
Yes, and you have treatment for that.
I do. So we but you guys know we have that cruise coming up in December, and
do you have a cruise coming up?
We do. Yeah, I know. Who knew? And so we wanted to make sure that Sam had a working walker, because you never know what you're gonna what the ship's gonna be like, and there's a lot of walking sometimes in port.
And it's nice to have the seat.
And it'll be nice for him to have that seat. So we wanted to make sure that he didn't tip over, fall over, or something with it. So, but anyway, the guy who fixed the walker said all it is a bicycle tire wire, that leads from the same type
okay.
He's like, so if it happens again, just turn it over and check and you can typically fix them. If you can't, bring it in and we'll give you another one. He's like, but he goes, this is still in really good shape. And he's like,
well, yeah, I take care of it.
He's like, it doesn't like you've been too hard on it. So I'm sure they see a lot of, stuff that's taken some good abuse. So
well, I try to be gentle.
Yes. So, overall, and we were in and out of everything in
under 2 hours.
Under 2 hours, which completely impressed both of us. We're like, dude, we've sat in the waiting room at the pharmacy in Madigan out at Lewis when he was neutropenic doing chemo and for a longer time period than that. So we were quite impressed. And when we drove down to PTOT area, we got another almost front area parking spot. So we were like, hey, like, we lucked out today. So we wanted to give you guys an update because we know we hadn't for a while. And we thank you guys so much for the comments and the messages and stuff asking how Sam's doing. We really appreciate all the support that you guys have shown us over the summer and into the school year. And that's kind of where we're at.
The synopsis at the moment.
Yeah. So, upcoming doctor's appointments, like Sam said, he's got virtual doctor's appointments.
And neurology.
And PTOT speech once a week. And then Wednesday, November 22nd, which is the day before Thanksgiving, Sam has a neurology appointment in Wichita at the VA. So we wanted to make sure to get everything we could done today because we didn't know who would be on staff that day. And he also has an appointment on the 27th of this month to get a new COVID shot.
Yeah.
It's not a booster, it's a brand new shot. So we'll see how, thankfully we kind of have a 3-day weekend to kind of for him to feel better if he's got some side effects from that. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much again for all the love and support, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.